So for this skateboard design, I wanted to create my own body just out of a bunch of doodles and monsters that I create. So for the head, I decided to use one of my own characters. I just took it off of like an original drawing and just redrew it because it looked pixelated. So I redrew everything just to make sure that it came out good, wasn't too blurry. Then I started to connect it. So most of the monsters that I create are all made up. Well, pretty much all the monsters that I use are all made up. So there's really no references off of these things. That's kind of why it take a while. It's kind of annoying to create my own things, but I do love to do it. I like to connect everything with that like spaghetti look. So for this, I wanted to keep the flow natural and just make sure that it looked like a body, not fit the whole thing. And I didn't want to black out the spaces to try and match it. But I do like to leave like open spaces when with all my drawings, just in case I want to add something new or if I have a different idea. I added a bunch of layers. So for the right arm, it's on one layer just in case I mess up. The left arm on a different layer. With this dragon looking thing, I think I messed up on the teeth. Now that I'm kind of rewatching it, a little upset about that, but I'm not gonna go fix it. For the hand, of course, I used my own so that way I wouldn't have to take something off of Google. I like to take reference photos because I can't draw hands to save my life. So I wanted to stay within the body, so I drew like a rib cage kind of hanging out, the heart. And for the foot, guess what? It's mine. Can't draw feet, can't draw hands, and I just wanted to show what I have so far. So for all of it, I made sure that it was all on separate layers just in case I wanted to change anything. So this is the right leg, I want to say. I'm not too sure. For the foot, I actually had to make the ankle a little fatter because my ankles are not that big, as you saw. Not a big fan of leg day, as you could tell. But yeah, I just made sure everything wrapped around, make sure it looked cleaner. Teeth, not so good with coming up with teeth, but they end up looking good anyways. So with this mouth, I decided to use the same format as the dragon type and just connect it. So, and then now I'm starting to color it. I make sure to separate the gums and the teeth, just anything that I want differently. So the reason I'm coloring it peach or this brown type of color was because I was just testing things out. I didn't know if I wanted to make it natural. I didn't record that that coloring part. So I just started asking people on Instagram what colors to use and just put together. Not good at shading, as you could tell. I don't do it a lot. My typical style is usually on pen and paper and stippling, but for this one, since I knew it was going to go on a skateboard, I wanted it to be more colorful and a little cleaner looking, so I did this one on the tablet. But I just pretty much used a color matching tool that Procreate had and just kind of stuck with that. So with this, I separated the layers. The original color, I did that as the base. And then for the shading, I made on a separate color just in case I didn't like it. I wouldn't have to keep erasing and stuff like that. But that sculpting is supposed to be like, I guess, resemble the heart. I can't really tell with most of my stuff. It's just, I think the hardest part about this drawing was cutting down the video to 6 minutes because I had maybe about an hour 30 minutes worth of recording, so just cutting it down is pretty annoying, but pretty fun just to see all the stuff that I went through. This drawing took me about 26 hours, and I can't remember the minutes, but I also like to add that little white glow effect to the drawings. I think it looks pretty good. I did forget to color the left arm, which is why I kind of turned up the opacity to kind of show it, kind of reveal it. For the mouth, I kind of just guess because I know a lot of people say find a light source and shit like that, but for me, there's different light sources for each character, so it's not I don't know. I'm just making excuses because I have no idea how to color or shade. I just kind of make it up as I go. But who's gonna tell me? Otherwise, I really don't care. It's just how I color, how I draw. I think it came out really good. Surprisingly, because, like I said, I'm not really strong when it comes to coloring. I kind of just make up everything. Sometimes it turns out good. Most of the time it turns out bad. But every now and then, I get stuff like this. I'm actually happy with some of the characters that I actually separated them from this drawing, like this orange one. I turned him into a sticker. He's going to be a new sticker that I have. Same thing for the red one on top of him. And before that snake thing on the bottom of him, I actually created like another dinosaur. So that's a whole new other sticker. I just like designing stickers and designing characters. So this yellow one, I'm kind of liking his face. I might do something else with that. So I just wanted to show off. There's the head, the left arm. I kind of don't like that mushroom. It is what it is. I do like the way it came out. I'm just hoping that it won't come out blurry on the skateboard and you could at least see most of the detail on the drawing. But I'm super happy with this one. I hope it comes out good on the skateboard. I'll see y'all.